Hey folks, Wayne Richter here. Welcome back to Richter's Replays. This will be my second video. I was pretty happy with the results of the first video. Got some people to watch it, played some pocket patent around last week. If you didn't see that one, go ahead back and look at it. It's pretty good. So this is my second video, and what we're going to do is I'm going to play some Strat baseball, and we're going to do what's called a Diamond Duds tournament, where I basically take 32 of the worst teams that I was able to find through the last 70 some years. I went back to 1948, picked the 32 worst teams. In my opinion, you may differ in who your worst teams are, and that's fine. That's part of the fun of it, I think, is we can all sit there and look at this and have our own opinions and play the games. So basically 32 teams, 100 lost teams, some really bad teams. I'm sure there's like some great players that are going to come up in this replay, for lack of a better word. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the teams, I'm going to take the winners, I'm going to work them through. It's a 32 single elimination bracket, win and move on. I'm going to put the losers in a losers bracket, and actually if you keep losing, you keep moving on. So we'll figure out who the best of the worst of these teams were, and we'll figure out who the worst of the worst are, for lack of a better word. Make your predictions. Next part of the video, you'll see what my 32 teams were. Make your predictions. Let me know what games of these ones you really want to see. Some of you guys may know some of these teams or players better than I do. I did a little bit of research while I was coming up with this. I saw some pretty big names on there. The first game we're going to do is the 82 Reds. I grew up around the mid to late 70s and then the early 80 Reds, so a lot of names on there that I know that obviously in 82 they were probably getting a little bit long in the tooth, for lack of a better word. So but they're going to play on our first game. You guys know what to do. I'm really excited about this channel. I think I'm going to play some good games. I hope you guys can do the right thing and like and subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything to do that. Hit the like and the subscribe. I'm not doing this to make any money. I'm doing this for fun. So I'm hoping that I get enough support that people want to see my videos. So without further ado, once again, my name is Wayne Richter. This is Richter's Replays. And now we're going to start the Diamond Duds tournament. You guys have a great day. See you on the next game. Bye. Hello, folks, and welcome back to Richter's Replays. I hope you enjoyed the first video, and I hope you will enjoy what we're going to be doing here for the next few videos. What I have set up is, let's find out who the best of the worst teams ever were. We'll also find out who the worst of the worst teams ever were. So what I've done here is, if you can see, I've set up a 32 team tournament with some of the worst teams going back from modern day through 1948. And we're going to play one and done tournaments until we get to a best of the worst. Then I was thinking that we'll take the losers of these games, we'll play them all through and see, we'll call those who didn't, we'll do the losers bracket. We'll move them through when they lose, and the team that never won a game, we'll call them the worst of the worst. So bear with me, folks. I think we're going to have a little bit of fun with this. We're going to use Strat-o-matic advanced rules, just to keep it kind of simple. No ballpark effects, advanced stealing. Just trying to keep the game simple and kind of fun. We're going to start off here shortly with the 48 White Sox versus the 1982 Reds. For intents and purposes, we're going to give the team with the lesser record home field advantage. So in this case, we're going to give the 48 White Sox the home field. So we're going to have some fun. You can see there's some really bad teams. We got the 2003 Tigers and the 52 Pirates. One of the criteria was the team had to have a 100-loss season. The other criteria was no team or city could have more than 2 entries. There are some teams on here that just don't have an entry. So you Yankees fans, you Dodgers fans, be thankful that your team isn't represented in this. There were some cities that had like 5 or 6 possible entries. I took their 2 worst teams. This is also very subjective. You may not agree with my list, but that's part of the fun of it. All right, so without further ado, we're going to get going with the first game of we're going to call it the Diamond Duds Tournament. 32 teams, single elimination. We're going to start with the 48 White Sox versus the 1982 Reds. All right, folks. Okay, so as we said, the team with the worst record gets home field advantage. So the 82 Reds will be the visitors in this case. The starting lineups for the Reds is Dwayne Walker playing left field, Wayne Crenchichi playing second base today, Dave Concepcion playing shortstop, Dan Dreesen playing first base, Larry Bittner will be our DH. That's the one thing, each of these teams will have a DH because I think we're going to go through some pitchers. Cesar Cedeno playing center field. Johnny Bench in 82 played third base. I did not know that until I was doing the research for this project. Paul Householder will be your starting right fielder. And your catcher is Alex Trevino. The Reds do not look terrible defensively, so I'm not sure what happened in 1982. For your 48 White Sox, we have the following lineup. We got Ralph Hodgson. He'll be leading off playing right field. He's a 4. Tony Lupin will be playing first base. Luke Appling will be playing the hot corner at third. Pat Seary will be playing out in left field. Taffy Wright will be our DH today. Aaron Robinson will be our catcher. Dave Philly will be our center fielder. Don Callaway will be the second baseman. And Cass Michaels will be our shortstop. If I had to give an edge to defense, I would give edge to the Cincinnati Reds. They seem to be a little bit more solid defensively. Starting pitcher for the Cincinnati Reds will be Mario Soto. Starting pitcher for the White Sox will be Joe Haynes. So let's get going. All right, folks, here we go. Top of the first inning. We got Dwayne Walker for the Reds leading off against Joe Haynes. And here we go. Here's the first pitch. 6-9 to a lefty. Oh, we're starting off good. We have a single. Dwayne Walker is a stealing B. What's the catcher? The catcher's a 0 arm. What do you think, folks? I'm going to be conservative for now. All right, batting second, Wayne Crenchichi. Usually when I play conservative, the double play balls come back to bite me. All right, that's an X chance to Luke Appling at third. So 4E29, this could be interesting. 411, that's going to be a dice roll. So he is an E29. Dice rolls a 10. He actually makes, oh my God, it's a double play ball. So a 4E29 gets the 5, 4, 3 double play. And now we have 2 outs in the inning. See what I said about stolen bases coming back to bite me? I probably should have ran, at least taken the shot. Dave Concepcion batting third. 35. That'll be another single. He is also B speed. Let's see if we can get a runner into scoring position. So it's a 1 to 13 chance. We'll assume he's being held. So -3, it's a 1 to 10 dice roll to see if he gets the stolen base. He does. Not only that, we have a possibility of a throwing error. Robinson is a T8. So let's see what happens there. And we do. We have not only a stolen base, but an E2, which moves Dreesen to third, 90 feet away. Sorry, folks. Concepcion 90 feet away for Dan Dreesen. Let's see if Dan Dreesen can get him knocked in here. 3-3, righty. Gets the walk, gets the 2-out walk. I think pitching in this series is going to be interesting. Runners at the corners for Larry Bittner, the DH. I'll roll that again. 11. And he gets out of it with a 3 unassisted. So we have no runs on 2 hits, no errors, 2 men left on base as we go to the bottom of the first. All right, so Mario Soto steps out to the mound, facing the top of the White Sox order of Ralph Hodgen, Tony Lupin, and Luke Appling. So here we go. Mario Soto dealing to Hodgen. And to a left-handed batter, he's going to walk him. No decision on Hodgen with E speed, so we're going to have to get it done the old-fashioned way. Lupin steps in, lefty batter versus a righty. 6-4. It's a X chance to Mr. Concepcion, who is a 1. Should be fairly simple. 116, and we got a double play ball. 6-4-3. 2 outs. Just like that, both teams have turned a timely double play. Luke Appling steps in, and he grounds out to Crenchichi at second, 4-3, and no runs. So we got no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left on base for your White Sox. All right, top of the second, Joe Haynes facing sorry, I didn't flip the card there. Facing Cedeno, Bench, and Householder. Cedeno, 1-9 against the righty. Grounds out to the shortstop. Michaels throws it across the diamond for the 6-3 out. Johnny Bench steps in. Twilight of his career at this point. Still very productive. Gets a walk. Johnny has E speed. All those years kneeling behind the plate have taken a toll on his knees, so he's not going anywhere. Householder sticks in, switch hitter. 1-5, he strikes out, swinging. So we got 2 outs, which brings up the number 9 hitter, Alex Trevino, with 2 outs, trying to see if we can get some 2-out magic going on. 3-2, grounds back to the pitcher. Very easily played ball, 1-3. So top of the second, no runs, no hits, no errors, 1 man left on base as we go to the bottom of the second. I figured these games can go one of 2 ways, folks. I think they can go that there's gonna be like a lot of runs scored or no runs scored, and I think it just depends on like what kind of X chances you get and how the pitching holds up. All right, Pat Siri versus Mario Soto. 4-11 to a righty. It's a left field. Walker's gonna camp under it. All right, he's a 3. A 3-2, that's gonna actually be a double. So Pat Siri leads off the second with a double. White Sox kind of in business here. He's an E speed. I usually don't steal third unless I have like a AAA runner, so don't ever expect me to do that. All right, Taffy Wright, the DH. Strikes out looking. Mario Soto fools him with the curveball, which brings up Aaron Robinson, our catcher. He walks, which may not be a terrible thing for Mario Soto because now the double play ball is in order. We got 1 out. I'm not a big fan of bunting into a 2-out situation, so I'll just play it out 4-7. Batting lefty. He walks. Remember what I said about the pitching, people. Now we got the bases loaded. 1 out. Reds are going to stay back, try and get the double play ball. Callaway, a pretty weak hitting shortstop. 1-8. Uh-oh. 1-8 with a 10. That's going to be a fly to left, but it is going to be a sacrifice. So that will score Siri and bring up the second out of the inning. The other 2 runners stay put. So the White Sox draw first blood. Cass Michaels. 4-8 to a righty. He strikes out. Looking. Soto is either on fire or throwing walks. So the White Sox do get 1 run on 1 hit, no errors. They do leave 2 stranded, and after 2 innings of play, we have the homestanding White Sox leading 1-0. All right, got the top of the order. Dwayne Walker stepping in against Joe Haynes. 3-5. It's going to be a single, so he gets on. Remember what I said last time about the double play ball. So he's a B runner, 1-13 chance. No arm, -3 for being held. Let's see if he can get down to second. No, caught stealing. So either way, I'm just making the wrong decisions for the Reds. Caught stealing 2-6, makes the first out of the inning. Wayne Crenchichi. I think I'm saying that right. I don't know if any Reds fans from the 80s are out there. Please correct me if I'm wrong. 6-5. Almost a home run ball, but stays in the park for a double. So in hindsight, trying to steal second probably wasn't my best move. Could have had runners at second and third with nobody out. Instead, it's going to be up to Davey Concepcion to try and get him in. 6-5 to a right-handed batter. We're getting real close to some high, and that is Davey. No, he's weak against righties, so that's going to be a single, but 2 bases, and that will score Crenchichi, or however you say that. So Concepcion gets the job done. He's a B stealing. There's 1 out. I'm going to stand pat. Let Haynes pitch to him. Got a 3-6 against the righty. He walks him. Joe Haynes has been kind of living dangerously here. Surprised he's only given up the 1 run. Runners on first and second with 1 out. Larry Bittner steps in the DH today. 3-8. He flies to right. No chance of the runners advancing. That'll be 2 outs. Which will bring up Cedeno. 5-8 to a righty. Second baseman. Got to check Callaway, see what he can do. Callaway's a 320. He'll actually probably make the play there. Yep, that's going to be a ground ball A. Rather than getting creative, we'll just say it's a 4-3 out for the 3rd out of the inning. So the Reds in the 3rd get 1 run on 1-2 hits. There were no errors. They do leave 2 on base. So after 2.5, we have a tie score, 1-1. All right, Mario Soto steps in. He'll be back up against the top of the lineup. Hodgson steps in. Drew a walk his last time up. 1-9. Grounds it back to the pitcher this time for an easy out for Soto. Tony Lupin steps in. Last time grounded into a 6-4-3 double play. And this time he'll walk. So he's on base. He has C speed, so we're not going to get cute or anything like that. We're going to let Luke Appling try and do his job. 5-9 to a righty, strikes him out looking. Mario Soto painting the corners and fooling these pitchers. That brings up 2 outs for the cleanup hitter, Pat Siri. 2-4, he strikes out swinging. Mario Soto has a powerful inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. One man left on base. And a third of the way through, we have a 1-1 game. All right. Top of the fourth, bottom third of the lineup brings up Johnny Bench to face Joe Haynes. It's a 4-4 to a righty. It's a fly to left. Can of corn for Siri to camp under it and get the first out of the inning. Paul Householder steps in. Last time struck out for 8. Left-hander. He lines out the second baseman. Callaway makes the play. We got 2 outs quickly in the 4th. Alex Trevino, the catcher, grounded back to the pitcher last inning. 3-6. This time he makes a routine grounder over to Appling at third, tosses across the diamond for the 3rd out of the inning. So in the 4th, the Reds, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We go to the bottom of the 4th. This game is actually kind of interesting. Mario Soto will face 5, 6, 7 hitters. Taffy Wright steps in, struck out looking last at bat. 2-5, gets a single this time though. Taffy Wright's an E, he's not going anywhere. Robinson's a D bunter, so we're not even gonna have that option. So we have a 2-8, and we get the dreaded 3-6-3 double play ball. Grounded to Dreesen, throws it across to Concepcion, back to Dreesen for the 3-6-3 double play. Dave Philly steps in. He walked last at bat. 2-5. 1-10 would have been a double, but he's going to get a single. And he's a D runner, so just let Callaway see if he can keep the inning going. 4-4 to a righty. Catcher X. Trevino's a 3. 3-16. It's a passed ball and a pop out. So Philly will get to second on the passed ball, but then Callaway is going to pop out to 2 and end the inning. So no runs. They did get 2 hits. There was no errors. Then they left 1 man on base. All right. Going to the top of the 5th, quick moving game, folks. I was expecting the game to be slower, lots of X chances and stuff like that. Go to the top of the order, Dwayne Walker, singled last at bat, but got caught stealing. 6-4 against a righty. This time, easy grounder to Appling, tosses it over to Lupin at first for the 1st out of the inning, 3rd base to 1st base. Crenchichi, I know I'm not saying that right. I'm sure someone's going to tell me about it. All right, gives up a single. So Crenchichi is 2 for 3 for the day. He's a B stealer. He has 1 out. Oh, sorry. He did not flip the card, but that was on the pitcher's card anyway. Concepcion, 5-7 to a righty. It's going to be a double 1-4. Nope, it's going to be a single 2 bases. Concepcion 3 for 3 for the day. As I recall, as 12-year-old Richter was watching baseball in the 80s, Concepcion was pretty good. So we got runners on the corners for Dreesen. White Sox are going to play back. They're going to hope to get the double play ball. 3-3. He walks him. So Joe Haynes in a little bit of trouble here. Loads the bases. Double play ball still in order. Bittner steps in, the DH. 3-10, righty. Oh, that's going to be a single 1 base. So that's going to move everyone up 90 feet and score Crenchichi. Give Bittner the RBI. I'm going to start seeing action in the bullpen here. They still need an out. Cedeno, 4-11 against a righty. It's a fly to center field. That will be a sacrifice fly to center. So that will score Concepcion from third. Gets the out. Move Bittner and Dreesen stay put at first and second, respectfully. Red's hoping to break it open. 5-5 to a righty, and that'll be another fly out to left field, which will get him out of the inning. But he does give up 2 runs on 1, 2, 3 hits. No errors, left 2 more men on base. Reds kind of jump up on him, get a 3-1 lead going into the bottom of the 5th. Joe Haynes pushing up on his weakness inning of the 6th inning, so we'll see if he comes back out. All right, we're gonna have Soto. He's gonna face Cass Michaels, 9-1-2 batters. Cass struck out last time, up 2-9. He singles this time, gets something going. White Sox halfway through, don't want to get too far behind in this kind of game. Michaels is a C, he's not going anywhere. Hodgson, 6-10 to a lefty. Be a grounder to bench. See what bench can do. Bench is a 4, so it could be interesting. Bench is probably in the lineup for his bat. 4-13, so that'll be down to the X chance. Errors check. E32, look out. E32 with a 12. That's going to be a 1 base error. So he will reach on an E5 and move Michaels up to second. First and second, nobody out. Lupin is a B bunter, so I think they got to put the bunt in order to try and get the tying run at second base. So B bunter. Let's roll and see what the 2 red dice say. With an 8, that'll get the job done. Batter is thrown out, so that's gonna be a sacrifice. 3-4. That's gonna move him up and him up. So now they have runners at second and third with 1 out. Luke Appling trying to get the job done. Want to consider that maybe the intentional walk would have been the play there, but we rolled it anyway. See, the intentional walk would have been good. Ground ball to short, infield back. So that'll be a 6-3 out. That'll score Michaels from third. Hodgson will stay put at second. White Sox get 1 run back on the grounder to short. Brings up Siri. Can he get the run in from second with 2 outs? 3-5. He walks. Soto struggling a little bit. Got runners on first and second. Taffy right stepping in. 6-10 to a lefty. It'll be another thing to bench. Bench once again is a 4, folks. 4-11, that'll be an error check. 5, E32 with a 5. That'll be another error on bench. Johnny obviously not in the field for his defense. Sitting there in the field because of his bat. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Aaron Robinson steps in. Can he get the White Sox back in this game? 6-9 to a lefty. No, Soto strikes him out. Paints the corner with a curveball. Gets out of it. But the White Sox do get 1 run on 1 hit, 2 errors, and they leave the bases juiced. So we have a 3-2 game. All right, Joe Haynes is going to come back out for the 6th, I mean. Sorry, folks, put him on the wrong side. He's going to face 8-9-1. This is likely his last inning. And then we'll get into the bullpen. We'll see what these teams' bullpens look like. 5-6 to a lefty. Gets the grounder to Callaway at second. Flips to Lupin at first for the 4-3 out. Trevino, the 9th hitting catcher, steps in. The 2-9 roll against a righty. He flies to left. Searcy carries under it and makes the catch very easily. 2 away. Dwayne Walker steps in with a 6-4 lefty roll. That'll be a fly to center. And Joe Haynes has a fairly productive inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, none left on base. Go to the bottom of the 6th. those wondering, Soto is a 7 point of weakness, so he's probably still okay. But, you know, if he has another inning like last inning, he may have to go. Facing the bottom third of the order here, 2-7, that's going to be a single, so he gets runner on base just off the bat. Philly's a D-rated stealer, so he's not going anywhere. Callaway's a C bunter, so we're going to have to get it done the old-fashioned way. Hopefully avoid the double play ball. 1-5, he gets a single. We could, what's Philly's running rate? Philly's a 1-15 runner. Hit the center. Cedeno's a 2. He wasn't held, so that'll make him 16. 1-14. I think we're going to try and get him to third. He does. He gets the third on the extra base. So Callaway moves him to third. We got runners on the corners. 1 out. Nobody out. Reds have a run to give, so I think they're going to play infield in, though. Try and cut that runner at the plate. That's a 5-12 to a righty. Pitcher X. Soto's a 2-E-17. Let's see what this is. Pitcher 2, that's going to be an error check. E17 with a 7. That'll be a ground ball A. They took the double play, so that'll be a 1-6-3 double play. That'll cut Callaway off, but that will score the run. And just like that, we have a tie game. Hodgson steps up, top of the lineup. See if we can get something more going here. 4-8 to a lefty. He strikes him out looking. Soto is pretty much good with the strikeouts. He does give up 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and nobody left on. We have a brand new ball game going into the 7th. All right, Joe Haynes is a 6. His last inning was 1-2-3. We'll see what happens here. He'll be on a short leash for sure. All right, Crinchichi, 6-2 to a lefty. Be a fly ball to Searcy, who's a 4. Look out. So 4 to the left fielder. And a 4, that'll be a double. If there was anyone on base, that would have been 3 bases. All right, folks, I think Joe Haynes is going to need to be relieved at this point. Figure to give him a shot after the last inning. So let me look at the bullpen here. Let me look and see what Chicago's bullpen looked like that year. Give me 1 second. I don't have stats on these cards, so I have to use Baseball Reference. Pitching. Wow. Everyone's shaky here. All right, we got a right-handed batter here, so we're probably going to want a right-handed pitcher. All right, we're going to throw Bob Gillespie out here. Bob was 0-4, but he has the best earned run average of anyone. He had a 5.13. He pitched 72 innings. We'll see. I mean, there's no givens with these pitchers, folks. All right, Concepcion steps in against Gillespie with a runner on second base. 1-8. Grounder to the shortstop. Shortstop looks Crinchichi back to second for the first out of the inning. Dreesen steps in. 4-8 against the lefty. That'll be a single, 2 bases, and just like that, the Reds retake the lead. Dreesen's a B. I don't think there's any need to steal at this point. They got the lead. Let's see if we can get it done the old-fashioned way. Bittner, 4-11. It's a ground ball to second base. That'll be a fielder's choice. 4-6, and eliminate Dreesen. Stano steps in with 2 outs. 1-4. Gets ready, fouls out to the catcher. And that'll end the inning. But the Reds do get a run on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. We go to the 7th inning stretch. Reds up 4-3. All right, Soto, this is his weakness inning, so we'll see what he does. He's still kind of effective, but he's getting the strikeouts when he needs them. 6-8 to a lefty, grounder to second. Crinchichi tosses it to Dreesen for the 4-3 out. 1 out in the 7th. Luke Appling stepping in. White Sox need to get something going in a hurry here. 5-10 to a righty. That's a grounder to Concepcion at short. Tosses it over to Dreesen for the 2nd out of the inning. So we got 2 quick outs. Mario Soto kicking and dealing. 4-6 to a righty. He strikes him out looking. I would have to say that there's a pretty good chance that Soto's going to come back out in the 8th. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We go to the 8th. White Sox down 4-3. Trying to stay in it. Gillespie into his 2nd inning. He's okay as far as what he has to do. It's just a matter of can he get it done. 2-8. Grounder to Appling at 3rd. Tosses it over to Lupin at 1st. Johnny Bench is retired. 5-3. For those scoring at home. Householder, the right fielder, steps in. 1-8. He lines out to Michaels at short. So Gillespie gets 2 quick outs. He's doing what he needs to do. 4-9 against a righty. That'll be a double. Trevino gets a 2-out double. So just like that, runner in scoring position. Can Dwayne Walker get him in and get the Reds some insurance? All right, that's a 2-11. That'll be a single to right field, no stars, so it's going to be a running situation. Trevino's 11 running, so he's probably not going to go. He's just going to move up 90 feet. Gillespie in a pickle needs this 3rd out. Running out of time. 4-7 to a lefty. He gets a single, 2 bases, and just like that, Walker goes to 3rd. Trevino scores. And the Reds have a 5-3 lead. I don't know if there's any point in changing pitchers because I don't know that anyone else would do any better, folks, but all right, 1-10, he grounds back to the pitcher, 1, and tosses it over to Lupin for the 3rd out of the inning. But Reds get 1 run on 3 hits. No errors. They do leave 2 on base. And the Reds are up 5-3 going to the bottom of the 8th. White Sox do have the home field advantage, but they're going to need it. All right, Soto. He's coming back out for the 8th. Then we'll hopefully turn it over to the closer in the 9th. 1-6. He strikes him out. Strikes him out swinging. Sorry, wait. Wrong card. 1-6. Does not strike him out, but does hit a 4-3 grounder. So hits to Crinchichi, tosses to Dreesen for the out. Aaron Robinson. 5-8 to a lefty. He strikes out looking. I don't know. It might be tough to take Soto out, but he's been pitching pretty good. Dave Philly rolls at 6-8. Left-handed batter. He grounds out to Crinchichi 4-3. And just like that, Soto's had 2 consecutive 1-2-3 innings. So it seems like as the game goes longer, he's getting stronger. We go to the 9th. Reds up 5-3. All right. I certainly think that right, let me make sure I make my little marks here. Gillespie was the pitcher. I always forget to do that, folks. So if I ever do it, just yell at me, all right? All right, I think the White Sox are going to bring in, for lack of a better word, their closer. I know stats weren't really a thing back then like saves were, but their closer would have been this guy, Howie Judson. He's going to come in and try and keep the game as close as he can. In the ninth, he's going to face Dreesen, Bittner, and Cedeno. So Dreesen steps in, 3-4 to a righty. That'll be a fly out to center. Philly camps under it, makes the catch, one away. Bittner steps in. Bittner 3 walks and a single. No, that was Dreesen, 3 walks and a single today. 5-6 to a lefty. He flies to center. So Philly is getting busy out in the center field with 2 consecutive outs. Brings up Cedeno. 6-10 to a righty. He flies to left. Searcy camps under it and makes the play. So in the ninth, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. The score remains 5-3. Reds are beating Chicago. Chicago coming up for its last wraps. And let's see who Cincinnati's closer is. I fear closers in Strat, folks. I can't tell you how many times I've been burned by a closer in a tight situation. But you know what? Play the game like you should play the game, right? So let me see who their closer was. All right. Tom Hume gets the call from the bullpen. Mario Soto, other than like one shaky inning, has pitched a beauty of a game. So Tom Hume will come in to face the bottom of the order. Callaway, and let's see if I got anyone that can pinch hit for these like weak hitting Chicago White Sox, bottom of their orders. So Callaway is a 273 hitter, so we'll probably let him hit. Callaway versus Hume, 110. It's going to get something going here. 15 roll, that will be a single. So we have a man on first, nobody out. He's a D. So now Michaels just needs to stay away from the double play ball. Cass is a 248 hitter. I mean, you just never know. It's a crapshoot when you do a pinch hitter. If you do a pinch hitter, you guys to play Strat know. 5-4 to a right-handed batter. That's going to be hit the bench. Remember, bench is a 4. It's the third chance that they've had to get on him today. 4-1. That's going to be a single, 2 bases. So the bottom of the lineup getting something going. First and third, nobody out against the closer, Hume. They got a run to play with, so they're going to play back. Hodgson steps in. 4-5 to a lefty. That'll be a shortstop chance, but Concepcion's at 1, so we might get a double play and give up a run. So we'll see what happens here. 1-6. Yeah, that's a ground ball double play, so that'll be a 6-4-3. That'll eliminate Michaels at second. Callaway will score, but there are 2 outs. And nobody on base. So it's up to Lupin to keep the game going. 3-7. That's a single. He does what he needs to do. He's a C runner. It doesn't really matter at this point. Luke Appling. Is he hitting for any power this year? No, he has no power. 4-8 to a righty. He pops him out to the shortstop to end the game. Concepcion camps under it, and the Reds move on. So in the end here, we got 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. And your final totals are the Reds with 5 runs, 2, 4, 7, 9, 12 hits. And they had the 2 Johnny Bench errors, and they had how many left on base? 2, 3, 5, 7, 8, 10 left on base. So the Reds could have done a lot more damage if they wanted to. White Sox had 1, 3, 4, 6, 9 hits, 4 runs, 9 hits. They did not have any errors. How many did they leave on base? 2, 3, 4, 7. And Soto will get the win. Pitched 8. Hume will get the save. Pitched 1. Haynes. Who got the loss here? Actually, it's going to be Gillespie gave up the losing run. So Gillespie's going to get the loss here. All right, folks. So in our first ever Diamond Duds game, we have the 1982 Reds moving on the winner's side. And they will play the winner of the next game, which will happen to be the 2003 Tigers versus the 1952 Pirates. Folks, thank you for watching. You know what to do. If you liked what you saw here, make sure you like and subscribe, and you'll see more stuff like this. I'm not going to say I'm going to play every single one of these games on camera, but if there's any of these games that you would like to see, hit me up in the comments. Let me know what you want to see, and I'll see you next time on Diamond Duds Baseball. Thank you for watching.